Good evening, and welcome to this year's 2017 Remarkable Grad Celebration. I'm Sheree Perry, and I work for the Division of Engagement under the great leadership of Brendan Lowe. Today, we are here to celebrate our remarkable grads, but before we move on, I would like to take this time to thank my team for putting together this wonderful event. Ms. Maida Sukop and Ada Figueroa, Carrie Grimmy, Ebony Henson, Nilsa Cruz, Carmen Stokes, and Charlotte Sinclair. Thank you. And Carmen Rodriguez. Welcome. Thank you to the Advisory Board President, Ms. Martha Wilson, Freeholder Carmen Rodriguez, Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Katrina McCombs, and all other honored guests. Thank you to the Camden County College for providing this great venue. Thank you to Subaru of America and the Rotary Club for partnering to provide these remarkable young people with gifts and presents. Thank you to the professionals here tonight who are going to mentor our students as they continue their education, because in the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Finally, thank you to the 2017 remarkable grads and their families. Give yourselves a hand. You are what keep us going. Your dedication will inspire younger students who look up to you and see what you have achieved. So thank you. This is the 4th annual Remarkable Grad Celebration, a celebration of graduating seniors who have persisted through challenges and obstacles in order to earn their diploma and make plans for the future, but because it is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. In life, many things don't go according to plan. If you fall, get back up. If you stumble, regain your balance, but never give up. I have experienced what it's like to persist through challenges. In 2010, suddenly I lost my husband of 20 years. Left behind were 5 children, 4 which were in high school. So I became an instant single mom. And my thoughts were, I can't give up. I told my kids every day, no matter how you feel, get up, show up, dress up, but don't give up. I told my kids that no matter what you do, don't wait until everything is just right. It will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and less than perfect conditions. So what? Get started now. With each step you take, you will grow stronger and stronger, more and more skilled, more and more self-confident, and more successful. So I am overwhelmed and elated that through my love, my guidance, my children persevered. And 4 out of the 5 children graduated and are in colleges and have careers. And thank you. The 6th grader will also graduate from the new Camden High in 2023, because I believe those words, never give up. So I am where I am because I believe in all possibilities, because in the midst of all crisis, there is opportunity. So I took my tragedy and turned it into a positive, just like you, by persevering and not giving up. So we are here tonight to celebrate you, because you did just that. You didn't give up. So without further ado, I will invite our Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Katrina McCombs, up to speak on behalf of our superintendent, because he was here, but he had a family emergency. So at this time, Ms. Katrina McCombs.
Didn't she do an awesome job? Let's give her another round of applause. So inspirational. She makes me want to sing, Isn't She Lovely? She looks wonderful though, but she did an awesome job. Thank you so much for sharing that inspiring story, honestly. So we are here tonight to say congratulations. First, before I go too far, I want to give honor to whom honor is due, to our board president, Ms. Martha Wilson, to Ms. Brown. Yes, please give her a round of applause. To Ms. Brown, we thank you so much for being here as well from the city. And also to our own Ms. Freeholder, Carmen Rodriguez. Thank you so much. And as Sheree has already said, this night is about you. It's about our remarkable graduates. It's about your family members. And it's about those people, the village that is coming and surrounding you to ensure that you make it to your destination so that you're able to become all that you were created to be. So we want to just thank you for being here on behalf of the superintendent who would have been here, as it's already been stated. We give congratulations. We are so very proud of you. And we are inspired by your resilience, by your perseverance, and by your dedication. Family members who have supported them, we are inspired by your ability to hold on and to hang on no matter what it takes. And we see that because of that, you've persevered until the end. And we're so happy that your future is bright, and we can't wait to see what you do next. At this time, I'd like to ask all of our mentors, if you wouldn't mind standing for a moment. All mentors, please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Without your mentorship, your dedication, and guidance, we would not be able to surround our students with what they need to move forward. So thank you for your sacrifice of love, of patience, of time, of resources, whatever you've given and whatever you will give to help them to move forward. And last but not least, we just want to thank everyone who has come together in this room today, all of the event organizers. This is a very special day. I feel the electricity in the room because there is an atmosphere of excitement and expectation, not of what's going to happen tonight only, but because we know that our students have bright futures that are ahead of them, so we cannot wait to see what they will become. Sit back, relax, get your tissues out. You will cry. It's going to be a wonderful evening, and thank you all for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Katrina McCombs, for those wonderful words of wisdom. And the cool thing about Ms. McCombs is that she came from here. She's right from here, from Centerville. And then she went to, well, I know she graduated from Camden High. I think she went to Bonsall School. But she knows what it's like to be a remarkable grad because she was one as well. So. Next, I am proud to welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Jamil Miller from Brim Medical Arts, class of 2012. Jamil graduated from my alma mater, Rowan University, and has plans to attend medical school this fall. Welcome, Jamil.
Good evening, everybody. So I just want to give a round of applause to all the remarkable grads. I read everybody's story. And honestly, I could say that I'm honored to be in your presence right now. A lot of you dealt with a lot of hardships, a lot of stuff that I can actually relate to, some of the stuff that I've been through. And honestly, I can say I'm proud of y'all. Just continue to be successful and do what you have to do to be successful in life. But I also want to share some of my experiences with you. So I prepared a little speech to give you some words of encouragement and uplift your spirit. Perseverance. I've always liked that word, but never really knew the true definition. I asked one of my teachers for the meeting, and she said, Jamil Miller. I wasn't sure how to take her definition, so I went to Webster Dictionary, and the definition was steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. So this made me reflect upon my life. So I'm going to share with you some of my experiences, so when you embark on your journeys of higher education and endeavors that you want to achieve, you'll find the inner strength to overcome any obstacle. My life has been far from ordinary. In my 23 years of living, I have experienced loss, lack of structure, and support, all while struggling to survive. My father passed away in a car accident when I was only 5 years old here in Camden, leaving my mother to raise 2 young boys all by herself. She did a great job instilling all the good values and stressing education. She always encouraged and supported me, helped me excel to be at the top of my class through elementary, middle, and high school. But it did not come without a price. I had to work very hard, and I had to forfeit a lot of social activities, a lot of gatherings that I would personally like to go to to achieve all the success I have and accomplish all the academic standards that I have for myself. 1 year shy of my high school graduation, though, my life changed forever. My mom was incarcerated. All I can remember was my mom and her boyfriend dropping me and my brother off at my grandmother's house, and the last words to us were, "We'll be right back, love you." Not even 2 hours later, my mom and her boyfriend were arrested. Before I could even begin to process what life would be without her, I was forced to move forward and continue living. My grades began to suffer. I relied on the strength and dedication my mom instilled in me, along with the kind and helping hands of my mentor, Karen Borelli and Ruben Mills. I managed to graduate salutatorian of my class. I got accepted to Rowan University with a scholarship. I was ready to begin working towards my undergraduate degree while exploring opportunities that would bring me closer to my dream of going to medical school to become a doctor. After my first year at Rowan, I realized how much I depended on my mom to help me at my low points when I felt like I was lacking motivation. Without that support, I struggled, and my grades reflected it. I was lost, watching my dreams of practicing medicine slip away with every bad grade that I earned. Without the appropriate guidance, I constantly switched majors, growing unsure of my future. Believing things couldn't get worse, I experienced another hardship. I was left homeless. Forced to move out of the only home that I knew in Camden in the pouring down rain, my world seemed to be coming to an end, tears streaming down my face as I packed all my belongings and drove off unsure where I would lay my head at night. As each semester ended, most students worried about their final grades. I was concerned about where I'd be living during the winter and summer months when school was not in session. I bounced around between my mentor's family and friends who opened their homes to me to give me a place to live. It wasn't until recently a retired nurse, Miss Audrey Eubanks from Camden, opened up one of her properties to me so I could live there. She asked for nothing in return but that I achieve my goal of becoming a doctor. The gratitude and thankfulness I felt from someone who did not even know me but heard my story and wanted to help me was unbelievable. It ignited my determination and willingness to succeed and continue to work hard towards my goal. I pushed myself to focus on my priorities with school above all else. With my feet finally grounded and my life starting to feel secure again, my grades began to improve. I went from struggling in my classes to excelling in them once again. I understood the second chance I was given to concentrate on my goals without as many hurdles in life. Throughout my journey, I have grown into a man who has overcome setbacks and negativity in order to achieve the seemingly impossible. I watched the nonprofit that I started 7 years ago, the Child Hounds, here in Camden at Bryn Medical Arts, evolve into a vet training program on top of giving out food and shots to domestic animals in Camden. I continue to help run this program that gives back to my community and my high school. Also, after more than 6 years, I was finally reunited with my mom here in 2017, and I was able to enjoy her in my life again. She was able to see me walk across the stage at Rowan University receiving my degree in biology in May. I'm more at peace as things seem to be falling in place. Enduring the troubles of my past without giving up on myself has made me a strong and ambitious individual. I am often hard on myself, though, knowing that my circumstances and outcomes in my life have prolonged my education. Despite this, I use everything that I've been through as a motivator to bring me closer to becoming a doctor. I have no choice to succeed. Failure is not an option. It's just a state of mind. Being from Camden, I vowed to make a difference to better my community. I want to be that example that proves regardless of your circumstances, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. But the first step to be successful and achieve your dreams is just believing that you can. So that's all I have for my speech, but I also wanted to add that without the mentorship, without the guidance from people that you might not ever seem to actually stand out and actually really help you, I probably would have been doing the wrong things and went down the wrong path. I can honestly say that my mentors, Ruben Mills and Karen Borelli, really stepped out of their comfort zone and really helped guide me in the right direction. And it was just coming from an uncommon place, to be honest. People that didn't really know me and just dramatically impacted my life to help me get to where I am today. I'm currently applying for my master's at Rowan University, and then next year I'm going to be applying to medical school, and I'm actually doing an internship there now. I actually just came from there. It's an awesome experience. So last words I can say to everybody is just be successful, just keep your head up, just know that things are never as they seem. You can always be successful no matter what happens in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamil, for those words of encouragement and wisdom and going along with our theme, just never giving up. Now I'm excited to introduce to you Miss Crystal Ford, a 2016 remarkable graduate and Camden High School graduate. Crystal just completed her freshman year at West Virginia State University. Woo, Crystal! Crystal made the dean's list with almost a perfect grade point average. Wow. And is going to return to school this fall as a RA?
Oh, no, I'm already an RA for the summer.
All right.
So, yeah.
Great job.
Thank you. So, hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Ford. I, as she said, am a rising sophomore at West Virginia State University. I'm a psychology major, and I hope I don't talk too fast. So, one thing to know about me, I hate writing. Speeches, essays, anything, I hate it. So I'm gonna go off these talking points I got, all right? So first things, advice for freshmen. First thing I wanna say is set your own pace. It is really easy to get lost in trying to go so fast. I wanna do this, I wanna do that. I wanna play basketball, I wanna be in SGA. I wanna play every sport we have on campus. I wanna join every fraternity, sorority. Set your own pace, just take your time. Get to learn everything before you jump in really fast. And one thing, time management. I am the biggest procrastinator on this earth, so I will not tell you don't procrastinate because I wrote this today. So take your time, procrastinate all you want. But I know I can get things done on time. So I know if I have 3 hours to write an essay, I can do it. If you know it takes you a week to do an essay, take that week and do it. Just make sure you get it done. So, and build yourself and not just your resume. Don't do something just because you think it'll look good on your resume. Do it because you enjoy it and it'll make you a better person and make you more well-rounded. And get involved on campus. So, I live in one of the nicer dorms because mine was just built. So we all have a habit of staying in our dorm, staying in our room, or just staying in the game room in our building. However, there's a lot more stuff going on campus that we can get involved in, such as on the yard, we have events, we have people coming, speak to us, we have our Greek life doing cookouts and things like that. So make sure you come out your room and meet some people on campus. And finally, make time for yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep, you eat, all the things your parents tell you to do that you say, oh, I don't need you. You do need somebody to remind you to do those things, because I definitely did. There was a point in time where all I did was I went to work, I came home, did my homework, took a shower, went to sleep for like days straight, and it started to wear down on me so much I was stressing. And then I just took some time off. I was like, I'm gonna take a couple days off of work, not do this homework for now, and just rest, play my game, do my makeup, things that make me happy. And then that's it for my advice for freshmen. So my advice for challenges. Quality is always better than quantity. It's better to have 3 solid essays than 5 really crappy ones. Because the more time you put into your work, the more the teachers are going to see that, and the better they'll grade you on it. If you just give them crappy essay after crappy essay, they're not going to give you any breaks. But if they see you really tried hard, they'll give you a break on it. And look to yourself for motivation. You can't always rely on mom to call you and say, hey, you can do it. Sometimes you need to just look in yourself and say, hey, I need to do this for myself, and be able to motivate yourself to get your work done. And so I want to tell you about a couple of challenges I had during my freshman year. The first one was a social challenge. So because I did come from a similar background as most of you, I didn't come to school with a lot of money. So once I got down there, I got a job and started working. However, I started working so many hours that I missed out on a lot of social events, specifically homecoming weekend. Now, anyone that's been to a college knows homecoming weekend you don't want to miss for any reason, and I did. I missed comedy shows, I missed fashion shows, I missed so many social opportunities, and now I look back, I'm like, dang, I wish I was there. So make sure you don't miss out on social events just for work or just because you didn't feel like leaving your room. My second challenge was a very physical one. If y'all know me from high school, y'all know I'm not a physical person. Running, exercising, that's not for me, I don't like it. But I do like ROTC, in which I do in high school and in college. So 3 days a week, 6 a.m., get up, go outside, go exercise for however long. You gotta run 3 miles, you better run them 3 miles. They don't want any excuses. So that was a lot of discipline I learned. And finally, mental. Now, you know the horror stories you have, your teachers told you, make sure you save your work. Yeah, I didn't do that. So during finals week, I did not save my essay, not once, and my laptop broke. Immediately, I cried. I was like, I did all this work for nothing. And yeah, so that was a lot. And also I had so many essays I waited till the last minute to do because that's my thing. And it was just a lot. So I took some time, I made sure to communicate with my teachers, hey, this is going on. I might not get it here on time, but I will get it to you. And it was just a lot for it to be the end of the semester. I'm ready to go home, I have my bags packed, and then that happens. I'm just stressed out for the whole last 2 weeks. But thankfully, I got a replacement just in time to finish my finals and get my work in. So yeah, that was like my horror story. It was terrible for me. Finally, what being a remarkable grad meant to me. It doesn't mean that I'm better than anyone or that I work harder than anyone, but it does make me proud that I persevered and was able to finish high school and do so well in college. It inspires me to do better, especially after I heard about my brother's, I think he's in second grade. His second grade class showed one of my videos from the school district, and they were like, yeah, my class loved it. They all was like, they want to go to school too, and I was like, oh, I love inspiring the children. Yeah, that's one thing. I love kids, and I love to inspire them to do better. That's why I also work at a summer camp for young kids. So yeah, it's not a contest to see who had it worse, but a celebration instead of the future leaders and us being able to work together to do better for the future. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. I think we got a couple of things in common, but one thing I can point out, we are both procrastinators. Freshmen, were you listening? I hope you were listening to what she said. She gave you some great advice. So now we want to move on to this part of our evening, which is very exciting, where we get to honor our remarkable graduates. I would like to invite some of the folks up to the stage who will be giving our students awards and gifts this evening. Freeholder Carmen Rodriguez, whom I have the pleasure of working with daily, will be presenting certificates from the Camden County Board of Freeholders. Dory Brown, who will be presenting certificates from the City of Camden. And if I could just share a thing about Dory, she is the reason why I am involved in my community. Dory approached me one day with her smile and her polite, hello, how are you? Would you like to volunteer? And I said, I don't know. And I said, well, what would I be doing? She said, well, I just want you to be the cheerleading coach. And I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. And guess what? That was 27 years ago, and I'm still doing it now. So thank you. Deputy Superintendent will be presenting trophies from the board as well as these remarkable graduates. 2017 sweatshirts designed by the Camden store. So these things are for these as well. Tom Venables from the Rotary Club of Camden will be giving each of our remarkable grads $50 gift cards to Barnes & Noble's, the most popular college bookstore in the country. And finally, our friend Sandy Capel from Subaru will be joining us to give each student a $1,000 scholarship check and voucher to receive their brand new laptops, computers. This is the first year I hear the claps now. This is the first year we've been able to offer remarkable grads so much support to help them in college. So thank you, sponsors, and come on up. Remember, students, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible, and this is your night. And we want to hear from you. When you come up to get your award, feel free to say a few words, just a few. So we want to get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And as you collect your award, make sure you pause to take a photo with our wonderful event sponsors and partners. And I believe it's Facebook Live. So make sure you look into that camera when you come up. Now to get started with the awards. First, I will introduce Ms. Yvette Pruitt, Woodrow Wilson's Guidance Counselor in 2017 Education Support Professional of the Year. You go, Ms. Pruitt. She will be rewarding the Woodrow Wilson's Remarkable Grads.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here to honor these remarkable seniors. So we're going to begin with the fabulous class of 2017 graduates. So I'm going to ask our remarkable seniors to please join me on stage. So, Ms. Elizabeth Polanco, Edwin Espinal, Darrell Mack, Siobhan Williams, so I will get started with Edwin Espinal. Edwin was born with a cleft palate that led to a speech disorder, but he never let this difficulty speaking clearly get in the way of any accomplishment that he wanted to achieve. Due to his personal strength and drive, Edwin has earned a leadership position in the JROTC battalion, in which he participated in all 4 years. He is the highest ranking cadet in our JROTC program. He also taught himself how to prepare computers, and with that, he has a fabulous computer, so this new one he'll be getting, he's going to share that with his favorite counselor. And Edwin will be moving out of state to attend school in North Carolina, where he will become an automotive tech and hopefully work with the Toyota automotive program. Next, we have Ms. Siobhan Williams. Now, when we return to school, some people may wonder, why did we select Siobhan? You ever meet someone who just looks so perfect on the outside, you can't tell that they really have overcome some difficulties and had some obstacles? Siobhan has experienced many health challenges in her life. She never complains. She's not smiling now, but the ever-present smile and dimples is what greets you every single day. She will be attending Stockton? Rowan College. She actually has many options, but it's the smile, and never once does she share with anyone all of the health issues she's had since she was a young girl. She just continues to be positive, and she succeeds at every turn, and she will be graduating in the top of our class and sitting in the front row at graduation. Siobhan Williams. Big Mac. So I'm only going to say a few things because I know that that Darrell would like to say some things, but everyone loves Darrell, and he has never let any obstacle in his life be a hindrance to him. Darrell comes to check on me every single day. People who know me know I love Jamaica and just dream of being there. So 2 days ago, he bought me a necklace with Bob Marley on it. He was like, I know you talk about going to Jamaica all the time, Miss Pruitt, so I bought this for you. So as we close out the year, I'm just going to let Darrell say a few words on his behalf, and we'll end with Ms. Polanco.
I wanted to say that I'm very proud to be here. Very proud. I want to thank all the teachers, staff, my mother, grandma, uncles, counselors, and everybody who support me in my day in life. And when for them, I won't be here. I won't be no Big Mac. I won't be no Big Mac. So that's my closing note. I love each one of y'all. God bless you.
Tyrell's also a member of our National Honor Society. We're very proud of him, and he will be heading off to Bloomfield College this fall. And last is a young lady who makes me smile because every day she bounces into my office. Hey, Miss Pruitt, with a beautiful smile. So she is also going to say a few words, but what I want to share about something about Elizabeth is she is one of our ELL students, and despite only being in the U.S. for a few years, she has helped me so much this year because she would bring the other students into the office. So as I'm improving my Spanish, she is the one who will help translate for the other students, not afraid to practice her English, and where I might have some challenges or where, you know, Google Translate doesn't always translate as it should. Elizabeth has always been there to support us, and we're oh so proud of her. Love you very much. So I'm going to present Miss Elizabeth Polanco.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Polanco. I'm the English language learning at Woodrow Wilson High School. Sorry, I'm very nervous. Okay. It's my first time. My English is not very good, so please forgive me if I make some mistake during this speech. I'm very excited to be here. Thanks to my mentor, Miss Pruitt, Miss Carr, and Miss Amy. As well as my family for supporting me in my academic journey. And I'm very happy to share this memorable moment with you of We are at the stage in our life where education will define our future. I want to like to hear a quote by Eric Offer. He said, "In time to change, who are open to learning, talk about the future. Our present do not give up hope. Don't give up that the future will be entrepreneurial adult." This quote resonated with me because of my own experience. I moved from Dominican Republic to Camden 2 years ago. Without any knowledge of English, I was able to demonstrate my ability to speak in the English language in a short time. Thank you to my ESL and bilingual teacher. I have a lot to learn, but I trust that I will achieve my goal. I should came out well. Sorry. Thank you all for giving me a minute of your time to express my tone to you. Thank you and have a good evening. Remember, the future is in my hands, and your hands too. You need to take it and strong and work for her.
And as Elizabeth leaves the stage, I just wanted to share one piece of information. This year was Woodrow Wilson's high school first year is participation in the JAG program, Jobs for Americans grads, and Elizabeth and her teammate won second place in our first time ever competing in our photography competition.
Congratulations to our Woodrow Wilson remarkable grads. Very nice, very nice. Now we'll have Mr. Ivan from Big Picture Learning Academy introduce their remarkable grads.
I'm just happy this podium. I was worried that I would have a couple of issues there, but we're good. I've coached at Camden High for about 6 years now. I coached girls volleyball and boys volleyball. And prior to that, I coached soccer at Woodrow Wilson for approximately 4 years. So about 10 years overall. I'm getting a little older, so that's an estimate. Emblazoned on all the Camden High gear, most of it is the phrase, success is a choice. And it's not an empty phrase, it means everything. And I remember when I spoke at graduation last year, I really, really took it to heart, and I really emphasized it when I talked to my graduating seniors. And when we talk about the two seniors who I'm going to call up in a minute, I've taught Briasia Muse for approximately 2 years now, not approximately, for 2 years, and I've taught Pedro Jaquez for 4 years now. And when I speak about the both of them, they could not be more different from each other. So when we talk about Briasia Muse, the reason I mention my coaching is I know I have a tough, disciplined reputation, right, as a coach. I'm pretty sure I have that same reputation as a teacher. So when one of my colleagues left to go to another school, Briasia's teacher, and the 15 students in that class had a choice to wait for the new teacher to come in or to go over to the guy who has a reputation for giving homework on the weekends and being tough and not letting a lot of nonsense go. One student out of the 15 decided to come to my class, Briasia Muse, right? So a tough, disciplined teacher with a tough, disciplined student. Perfect match. I was reading about some statistics about teenage pregnancy, and we've had several presenters come to the school to speak about teenage pregnancy, and those who know Briasia know that she has a young daughter. Statistics state, and again, statistics state that 2 out of every 100 teenage mothers will receive a 4-year college degree by the age of 30. 2 out of 100, meaning 98 will not. Take a guess which side I know Briasia will be on. Obviously the 2. Tough. Briasia Muse, come to the stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. As you all know, I go to Camden Big Picture Learning Academy, and I have not prepared a speech, but this is what we do. So, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Mr. Ivone for being an excellent advisor to me. As you heard, I came to his advisory this year, actually. I'd like to thank my mom for showing me what it is to be a great mother and instilling perseverance in me, just as well as the Camden City School District. And hopefully, in about 17 more years, my daughter will be here. And thanks, everyone, for coming out.
So in addition to coaching, I teach English class, which involves public speaking, which also involves not chewing gum when you come up. So I just realized I could have tried to sneak in and like kind of hide it. But at the same time, a lot of my students speak to me from about this close, so I like to make sure I'm the one with the fresh breath, right? So 2 very different students I mentioned, of course. Pedro Jaquez next, right? So I watch professional cycling. And not too many people do. It's more of a British sport. And these young men and women race for approximately 110 miles, about 5-6 hour races. I know that doesn't seem relevant at the time, but there's one specific team named Team Novo Nordisk, an American team. All of the cyclists all have diabetes. So they do these 5-6 hour races, sometimes 21 out of 23 days, with diabetes. Their team managers, their team directors emphasize to the announcers to make sure that you say that these cyclists are not suffering from diabetes, they are living with diabetes. And I think there is a major, major difference in mentality. So Pedro Jaquez has optic atrophy, a severe vision issue that he's living with, right? And he doesn't complain about it, and I've heard several people say that earlier. I like what Mr. Miller, the young man, said earlier about success being a choice, right? Failure not being an option, success being a choice. And I like what Ms. Ford said earlier about having talking points, which I have folded up. I'm not really looking at them, but I have them just in case. Pedro, through his just unbelievable determination, despite having modified iPads, modified programs when we take tests, modified papers, modified everything, he's the happiest student we have. I mean, he really is, out of the entire graduating class. And to show you a little bit about his character and how I've taught him for 4 years now, I've never seen him do anything mean to anybody. His sister's in the audience, and I'm glad, because his sisters advisory, their class, their graduating class, had a team mascot, like a classroom mascot, which was a rock, a stone, named Boomer. We, possibly Pedro, I'm not sure, had this idea to kidnap the rock and hold it for ransom and Pedro, a future animator, made a ransom video about this rock. But he's such a good kid. Well, he made two mistakes. He filmed it in his kitchen, right? So Catherine, everyone's like, I know that chair, I know that kitchen table, it's obviously ours. So Pedro freaks out. It's only a rock, it's not like a real person or even a pet. And he's like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. I asked for the ransom money, they didn't turn the ransom money in. So he's trying to be mean, he's trying to be tough, he's trying to break out of character, and what does he do? He gives the rock back without the ransom money. Horrible, horrible, but it says a lot about who he is. In addition to working hard, just an all-around great young man. Pedro Jacquez, come on up.
Thank you, Ivone, for that. So, first off, I want to say that I am very happy to be here at this moment to accept this award. And the first thing I want to say is that with optic atrophy and with these obstacles that I have faced, I have learned a lot throughout these years of high school. And it taught me the meaning of life, and it taught me the meaning of being humble and being grateful for everything you really have. And I'm truly grateful to accept this award on behalf of my family and dedicate this award to my family and Ivone here, I guess. So, with that being said, I am very honored here to stand here this day and accept this award. So.
Thank you for that, Mr. Ivone. And I think we learned some valuable lessons here. Don't do it in front of your advisor. Thank you, students. Please welcome up Creative Arts Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Paulina EYU, to introduce their remarkable graduates.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paulina Enyawu. I am the guidance counselor at Creative Arts. Thank you so much, Ms. Perry. We are very, very elated to be here this evening. Our remarkable graduates are two very wonderful young people that make up the wonderful family that we have at Creative Arts. It was a little difficult to make a choice, a selection, because we have a group of students that are very hardworking and very dedicated to the Canva family. However, these two stand out. I will start with Johan. Johan's parents moved to America in the 1990s to offer their two young sons a good education and a better life. In his senior year, Johan applied and was accepted to multiple colleges. Only upon completing his FAFSA did Johan face the startling reality that without permanent citizenship, he would not be eligible for any financial aid and would be unable to pay for or enroll in a traditional four-year college. Rather than let his immigration status and finances deter him, Johan made plans to attend community college while he waits for his visa application to process. Although he has been on the waiting list for years, Johan has faith that if he does the right thing and lives a good life, he will ultimately be granted legal resident status in the country he calls home. Johan worked hard in school to honor his parents' sacrifice, and he still plans to become a psychiatrist dedicated to addressing the mental health stigma in the Hispanic community. Johan makes me very proud because Johan, every time we had any type of colleges that came to our high school to offer on-site admission, Johan was #1 to sign up to enter for those interviews. He applied to many colleges and was accepted to many, including Bloomfield and Caldwell universities. And he continues to persevere and do what he's asked to do. He's also very much a soccer player and a martial artist. Right, Johan? Would you like to come up and say something? I present to you, Johan.
Hello, good afternoon. First of all, I'll say thank you for accepting me. Thank you for awarding me. It's been an honor to be here. I would like to thank my family, especially sitting right there. If it wasn't for them, I think I probably wouldn't be here. They support me so much, and every day they tell me to strive to the top, and that's what I'm planning to do, make them happy, and make myself happy as well. And that's my goal, is to strive as a Latino and just make myself as the best person I can be. I also like to thank Ms. Anyawu. She has been a great role model, a great person to me. I think without her, I would be very confused what to do into getting into a college or even applying to a college if it wasn't for her to motivate me. And I would like to thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ayala. Thank you.
Great job, Johan. From Creative Arts this evening, we also have Viola Scott. Viola, yes, please, a round of applause for Viola. When Viola skipped the 6th grade, she was a standout student academically, but she suffered from shyness around her peers. However, what her classmates didn't know was that Viola had recently lost her father to cancer. So while she excelled in the classroom, she was working hard to overcome the loss of her beloved dad and first teacher. Homeschooled for most of her life, Viola's mother and father were her first teachers and role models. When her father passed, Viola was forced to deal with the emotional and financial impact of his death, along with the unexpected adjustment to a new school and social anxieties that came with it. Viola persevered through the difficult transition by keeping her nose in her books and remaining dedicated to making her late father proud. Today, Viola is an active visual artist, member of the orchestra, and peer counselor. She looks forward to attending Rutgers University, where she will study occupational therapy and build a career helping children realize their fullest potential. I really got to know Viola last year in the summertime when she was one of those that was accepted into the SWAG summer work program that the district offers. And Viola is a very dedicated and hardworking young lady. I got to experience that because she came in every single morning to help us out in the main office. And she was always asking, well, what else can I do, Miss Danielle? What else? What do you need me to do? How can I help you today? And so I found her to be someone that is going to be very successful in her life. And I feel that everyone should be proud to know Viola, and hopefully we'll hear some more wonderful things from Viola. Viola, congratulations.
Hi guys. I hope my voice isn't shaky. Kind of nervous, but I'd really like to thank my family, my mom, my aunt, and my sister, because they really inspired me to, you know, strive to do my best. My aunt, she actually works at CHOP, and she's the one who kind of inspired me to want to help children, because I hear all the time, all like the, she's smiling, it's really just sad to hear all the children who don't get to have the same opportunities I can because of their disabilities, and I want to be able to help them through that. And I also really want to thank Ms. Anyawu, because I'm telling you, I just did not know how to go about applying for college. I didn't even know what college I wanted to go to. I didn't even know like what colleges offered. Didn't know how to, nothing. And of course my, faithful guidance counselors are every day looking for me. I can't hide from her. She finds me wherever I go, looking for me, telling me, oh, here's a deadline. Oh, here's a scholarship. Oh, this college is coming in, apply for them. So she helped me through all these applications. She's still helping me. And I'm probably going to be coming back to her over the summer, over the next 4 years. I know she's going to be annoyed with me, but she really helped me out. I also like to give a quick shout out to my school, Johan. It's my, go ahead. And also I'd like to thank everybody here, and also the people who helped me with the swag summer job, because that helped out. It was really fun. And I hope everybody here gets to follow their dreams and gets to be the person that they want to be in life.
Wow, thank you for that. That was awesome. Yes, let's keep striving for the top, boys and girls. And thank you, guidance counselors, for your awesome work that you're doing with our students. Next, we're going to introduce my friend, Mr. Scott Shanklin from Camden High School, my alma mater. Mr. Shanklin will be here to introduce the remarkable grads from Camden High School.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Once again, my name is Scott Shanklin. I'm the principal, the proud principal at Camden High School, class of '89. The following students who will be proud alumni of the Panthers and the Castle of the Hill, can you please come up to the podium at this time? Kyla Evans, Ayana Green, Janae Morris, Priscilla Prado, and John Smith. One thing I have to say, and when I hear about all these remarkable grads, is I have something to say, is iron sharpens iron. It takes someone who have an iron will and to go through all these things that our remarkable grads have gone through to come out the end, being graduates and looking towards the future. So all I have to say to all of your remarkable grads, when you follow your mentors and you achieve your goals, remember, you are a piece of iron. And every trial and tribulation that you go through only makes you sharper. So just remember that, gentlemen and ladies, that iron sharpens iron. And right now, you're some of the sharpest and the brightest that we have. So let's give them one more round of applause. One more thing is my second year here, and I've seen these young men and these young ladies grow. I think of outspoken leadership, courageous achievement, untapped talent, and perseverance. So I just want to congratulate all of our remarkable grads for doing such an excellent job, and their families for persevering and showing the way for each and every one of them. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, Kyla.
All right. Kyla.
Come on, Kyla.
That's one of our outspoken leadership right here.
Which one of these works? Did they both work? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. My name is Kyla Evans, and well, I don't even know what I'm gonna say all that. Never mind. But I don't even know how to start this. We all know nobody prepared a speech, so I'm just winging it right now. I mostly just want to give thanks right now. I would mostly like to thank Miss Perry and Miss McCombs. They've been like my stand-in mother for the last couple of months. So I've been having a lot of troubles. I now commute from Philadelphia to Camden every day, and they've been helping me get to and fro. They've helped me. They've motivated me because a lot of times I don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to school. But I know I got to go to school, so they'll text me like, you got to get up. You got to go. You just got a couple more weeks left. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. I'll get to school like 12 o'clock sometimes, but I still get there. But from experience, I can say that no matter what you go through, you'll eventually get to the end. Like I said, I really didn't want to do anything, but graduation's around the corner, and I don't want to not graduate, so I'm like, I'm going to go, but I don't want to, but I want to graduate because I don't want to do it anymore. So I just want to pretty much say thank you to, he's going to make me regret saying this, but thank you to Dr. Cross, who has helped me. I would like the board. There's been a lot of members of the board who have helped me. I would also like to thank Kelvin, because Kelvin was actually the person who had taken me in. I don't have family, so he's been the only person I can rely on for 3-4 months now. So I'm thankful for that. I would like to thank my teachers. Yeah, that's mostly it. Thank you.
Kyla will be attending Temple University next year. Our next remarkable grad is Miss Ayana Green, self-proclaimed problem child. Ayana Green is graduating from Camden High School this month. She could not be more different than the 14-year-old girl who was suspended for starting fights her freshman year. Disappointed by her father, Ayana hurt turned into anger with a I don't care attitude, which led to her missing school, putting others down, and disregarding her education. As a junior, Ayana saw clearly for the first time how her mother worked to give her and her sisters a good life. Ever since that realization, Ayana's been doing everything she can to improve her grades, being a good role model for her younger siblings, and today, Ayana plays 2 sports, regularly makes the honor roll, and helps her mom out whenever she can. And she looks forward to becoming an RN so she can build a successful career and give back to her community. She will be attending Camden County College this fall. Our next grad is Miss Janasia Morris. Addiction took its toll on Janasia's mother, who has been in and out of her children's lives since Janasia was young. When her father died suddenly during her 8th grade year, Janasia and her 4 younger sisters were orphaned. Homelessness, abuse, and poverty plagued Janasia and her sisters, making them struggle for everything they have. Thanks for her strong mind and impressionable personality, Janasia is committed to her excellence, has never wavered. A role model to her peers and siblings, Janasia is a track star, dancer, member of the Mighty Panthers marching band, committed to education, and her sisters, Janasia will study education and African American studies in Pennsylvania at Lincoln University this fall. Despite interviewing for Stanford University, Janasia decided to attend classes close to home so her siblings always know that her older sister is just a train ride away, and if they need her. Janasia Morris. Janasia.
Hi, I'm Janasia. I'll make this brief. I'm not really a huge talker. But I will say that life really throws a lot of trials and tribulations at you. It starts at a young age. It really builds character. People used to say, oh, it builds character. Don't baby her. But it really does. And if it's one thing I know now is stay strong and really trust the process. You complain about things, but now I'm 19 and I'll be going into college. I never knew I would have money to go to college. When I was younger, I didn't know anything about college. I just knew, like, rich people go there. But anybody can go to college. You have to have the willpower And I just want to say thank you to the class of 2017. You all made it. Thank you to Dr. Cross. And it really does take a village to raise a child. And I think the village, everybody that's here to support, it really makes us know that we matter. Thank you.
Mr. John Smith Jr. John never knew his mother, so he grew up with his father and his 4 younger siblings. When his father died, when John was 11 years old, he was ready to give up. The anger of never knowing his mother and losing his father was powerful. And for a brief time, John let it get the better of him. With the support of his aunt and teachers, John matured and became to understand the self-destructive path that he was taking. John recommitted to his education and his family and worked hard to be a good role model for his younger siblings. Following in his late father's footsteps, John would use his natural talents in the kitchen to pursue a career as a chef. Mr. John Smith. Last but not least, Ms. Priscilla Prado. Ms. Priscilla Prado has been a dedicated student. Through her trials and tribulations, she has been a dedicated student in the marching band for 4 years in the marching band. Also, it was a surprise to me, we had a recital a couple days ago, and she played the trumpet to, what was the song? See You Again. See You Again, the song from Fast and the Furious 7, I think it is, 7. And she did a remarkable job, and that was a hidden talent that I didn't know that Priscilla had. But next year she'll be taking her talents to Winston-Salem, playing in their marching band. So, Miss Priscilla Prado. Thank you.
Yes, determination and willpower does build character. Yes. What's that saying? You want the high?
You got the high.
That's right. Very good. Yes. Now can I have Mr. Herb Simons from Camden High Accelerated Academy and Mr. Kareem Ali from Woodrow Wilson's Accelerated Academy come up to introduce you to the remarkable grads from their Camelot program.
Oh, Mr. Simons. So I know I don't look like Mr. Simons, but unfortunately he couldn't be here, so I'm Cynthia Clark and I am taking his place. I am the math teacher over at Camden High Excel Academy. I've been with Camelot for 6 years and have had the wonderful privilege of watching a lot of our students grow up from 6th graders to high school graduates. I would like to start by talking about the following 2 remarkable graduates, Mr. Andre Sterling and Miss Kendia Restu. They're both exceptional, brilliant, and remarkable young adults. One of the greatest rewards of being a teacher is being able to learn from your students, and this is something that both of these students have done for me. I've learned so much from them being a teacher, and it's the most rewarding experience that I've had. It is my honor to call them my students and to share with you the impact that they have left on me and they will leave in the future. Before I talk about Kendia, it doesn't feel right to talk about her without having her right next to me. So Kendia. Kendia. She has astounded me with her maturity, her intelligence, her determination to be successful. She has actually gone a whole semester with me pronouncing her name incorrectly until another teacher corrected me, because she didn't care. Since her first day in my classroom, she has been a leader. Her focus and ability to prioritize her education has blown me away. Her willingness to help and support her peers. Are you talking? Her willingness to help and support her peers is only a small attribute to the impact she has left on me personally and her peers and our program. She is able to prioritize and organize the different aspects of her life, which is something that I wish that I was able to do at her age. She has turned into a wonderful young woman, a brilliant student, and obviously a fantastic mother. And her ability to maintain her academics while she is able to go to school with dealing with being a young mother, and then after the fact, maintaining her grades has honestly blown me away. My mother was a student who had a child in high school, and just the fact that she is able to maintain her academics and be here at this remarkable graduate ceremony has honestly, like, my hat's off to you, Kendia. That's why I wanted you standing next to me. So please help me in honoring Miss Kendia Rustil for being a remarkable graduate. Give me a hug. The other student I wish to honor tonight unfortunately was not able to be here, but I wanted to share a little bit about you with him. When Andre first came to our program, my first impression was, wow, you're really tall. And that was the ongoing joke for the first couple weeks he was in my class, because he would purposely come stand behind me to freak me out and make me feel extra short. Little did I know the impact that Andre would leave on me and our program. He has been the most eager student that I've ever had in my classroom, to the point where I would have to tell him to pump the brakes because he would participate too much, and I would need him to slow down and count in his head to let other students have the ability to participate. His passion for education and his determination to be successful is out of this world. I have watched him grow to be an outstanding leader among his peers and in our program. He has already established lifelong goals after high school, including giving back to his home country of Jamaica. He is already, as we speak, unfortunately he's not here because he's working, because he is already pursuing his dreams of being able to give back to Jamaica, where he is from. So hats off to him for being able to pursue his dreams so young, because honestly, at his age, I had no idea what I wanted to do. But I'm confident that his demonstration of perseverance, motivation, and work ethic will lead him through great ventures in his life that we're going to definitely read about him later. So please join me in recognizing our remarkable graduate, Mr. Andre Sterling, who is unable to be here tonight. Before I hand it over to Ms. Anastas and Mr. Ali, I also want to recognize Mr. Raheem Brooks, who I don't believe is here tonight, but he is also one of our remarkable graduates who is pursuing his dream of being in the military. So he was unable to be here tonight, but I wanted to recognize him for his dream of serving our country and being there for all of us in this room. So please join me in recognizing Mr. Raheem Brooks for his ability and his dreams to be in the military. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2017.
Hello, my name is Miss Callie Anastas. I am the math teacher at the Woodrow Wilson Excel Academy. And tonight I'm privileged to be the one to introduce Mr. Alex Medina, one of tonight's remarkable graduates. Alex truly is one of the embodiments of everything that goes with a remarkable graduate. And I know teachers aren't really supposed to have favorite students, but to be honest, he would be one of the highest on that non-existent list of mine. Alex has been with me for multiple years in our program. He's gotten to go through all the math classes with me. And the best way that I can sum him up is by his brilliant smile, which he's going to be shy and not show you right now. But Alex is always laughing and he's always happy, and it's this joy that clearly translates into his work ethic. No matter how daunting the task, Alex just puts on that bright smile and he just works right through it. We actually had a Fortune 500 company come out last year to do mock interviews with us. They were so impressed by his demeanor in the interview that they said once he graduates, give them a call, he has a position with them. It's this demeanor and happiness that I know will bring Alex far in life. Even though he's choosing what college to go to, he'll definitely succeed as his mechanical engineer. I can only hope that I've had as much of an impact on him as he has imparted on me, and that when he struggles with that mechanical engineering course, he remembers some of the math that I taught him and will succeed.
I'm kind of nervous, I'm sorry. First and foremost, I want to thank Mr. Ali and Mr. Nassis and the whole Camelot team and my family that's here supporting me. I've been through a lot. If it wasn't for someone I call my me mom, Miss Danielle Phillips. You can stand up if you like. In middle school, I used to be a pain in the neck. I used to be bad, super bad, and she just told me, I used to always be in her office. She used to always calm me down. And from there, it took off. I used to start doing my work, start thinking about college, school, and everything. Then that's when I met Mr. Ali in high school. He the one that really brought me to like the college level and stuff. Got me taking school more serious and stuff. Like, thank you.
Don't start, Alex. You left some onions up here. So. What they left out was Alex had some options. He had some options. He was accepted to several in-state universities, from the Montclairs, the William Pattersons, the Bloomfields. He has options. Just make the wise choices. Remember what I always relate to you. Decisions, decisions. Thanks, Al. Our next remarkable grad, Miss Michaela Belcher. This little lady put us through some challenges. First, Michaela came, unfortunately, anyone that gets referred to Camelot, it's not all for negative. She just was dealing with some circumstances that just happened to come through our door. She had a transcript that was, from about 3 or 4 different high schools, all in disarray. So with us, it's a credit recovery program, and we're trying to compile her schedule. It was just a bunch of gray areas. So when we got down to it, there was minimal credits left, and she kind of got an overload. And with every obstacle, adverse situation, she just a hurdler, which she's a belcher, if you know from the other high school, the Woodrow Wilson. It's a belcher that's a great hurdler, which is how I, came in encounter with the family. And I found out this young lady was another belcher, except the hurdle she ran was adverse situations, always getting over the hurdles. And what's unique about her, she's pretty much caretaking for her mother, who's battling this unbearable disease called cancer. And I just always respected the little lady that she was, especially since I never had a can to open my barrettes, having all sons. But she's a phenomenal, phenomenal young lady, and she will be graduating in 2 weeks, and 2 has options. Kayla, salute you. Congratulations.
Hi, I don't really do public speaking, but I got retained 2 times, and the second time I was gonna drop out of high school. Because my mom had cancer and she got it a second time when I was 17. But she beat it 2 times. So when I found out my mom got cancer a second time, I didn't know what to do. But I knew I had a good support system at school because I went to Mr. Ali and I told him, and he told me he had my back. So I want want to thank Mr. Ali for always having my back, and I hope our relationship continues after I graduate.
Get these onions away from the stand, please. Thank you.
I think we all getting a little bit of onions, Ali. But persistence and dedication and never giving up. Congratulations, remarkable grads. Now we will have a presenter, Ms. Desiree Hall from Bryn Medical Arts. You're next to present your remarkable grads.
Good evening. My name is Desiree Hall from Bryn Medical Arts High School, and I have two students here, Shaquana Rogers and William Mann. Both of them have a similar background. They both of their mothers had abandoned them when they were a young age, and both of them, Shaquana has a wonderful grandmother that took her in and changed her life. When Shaquana first came in the 9th grade, she was quiet, shy, a little angry, but she turned into a beautiful young lady. And before she wouldn't talk, now she talks. She acts. She's a beautiful girl. And with William Mann, he was from North Jersey. His mother had abandoned him. And at 11, his father brought him down here and married a wonderful woman. And the father and the mother and his wife has been such wonderful parents. Always in school with us, always involved. And William turned into a beautiful young man. And he likes to act too. And I just want you to know that this is Shaquana's grandmother right here. She did a wonderful job. And back there, stand up, that's William's mother. She did a wonderful job. William and Shaquana wanted to talk. Shaquana.
Hi. I'm not going to talk a lot because I can talk a lot and y'all not going to like it. But what I first want to say is my life it was hard from the beginning when I was first born. My mom, she was on drugs heavily, so she couldn't take me. So my grandma got the call on the day I was born, oh, her mom can't get her, so do you want her? So she had to do everything, run, get this, get that, get all this stuff so she could come and take me. And 3 days later, she took me home from the hospital, and I've been living with her ever since. If you know me and you've been in my family, my mom, she was never there. June 1st, I had a prom, and my aunt called her to say, your daughter's having a prom, do you want to go and see her? And her excuse was, no, I got grandkids, and even though the dad's right there, I can't leave. So she wasn't at me. She wasn't there to see me off to my prom. She wasn't there for nothing. My first dance recital, she wasn't there. My grandmother was there. Everything that was important in my life, she wasn't there. So from now on, I don't call her my mother. I just call her someone who just had me. My grandmother's been my mother since the day I was born. And I had so many trials and tribulations. From middle school, I was a quiet girl, which carried over to high school. And because I was quiet, because I didn't talk to nobody, because I was off by myself, I used to get bullied a lot. It was real terrible. It was like bad, where I would come home and be like, Grandma, why don't they like me? Because I didn't have a mom, so
because I didn't have a mom. They didn't like me because I couldn't do all the things that they could do. My dad was never there, so they always used to be like, oh, she quiet, she just a girl who can't do nothing. She just worthless, she don't deserve nothing. She don't deserve our friendship, she doesn't deserve to talk to her. Let's just be mean to her, let's just bully her, let's just do all this. And it carried over to the 10th grade where it got so bad where I tried to take my life, and thank God that I'm still here and that God told me that there's something greater for you here. And my dance teacher, Miss Holmes, who's not here, but she's also part of me being successful. She helped me get into dance and get into acting, which I realized that I really like that to help me relieve like all the stuff that I go through in life. So that's my thing.
Hello. Hello. Hi. So today is about that woman back there. That woman back there. Because to be able to take 2 kids, not just one, but 2 kids during middle school, not when they was little, but middle school, and have your own kids to worry about and be able to still work and provide for kids that's not yours, knowing they're not yours, adopt them, love them, do whatever you need to do for them, even though their mom's not there, but she'll still like stuff that you post on Facebook or love stuff that you post on Facebook, and not even come down here and take the time to come see the kids that she made. It's crazy, but I really love that woman back there because I really want to be here with her. And I really wish my dad was here. My dad is working right now. I know he's working right now, but if he was to see me right now, he'll really be proud of me. He's working out there, but he'll really be proud of me because he knew what it was when we was back in North Jersey trying to get me together. Not even just my sister, but just me. And coming to Camden, not knowing nobody here, going through fights. He going to get kicked out of school because he fighting too much. He gotta go. He gotta do something, and being able to get to high school. June 1st, we had our prom. Oh my goodness. We had our prom. And she didn't come see me. I won prom kicking ass, nigga. She ain't come see me. That's why I love that woman back there, because she loved me. That's my mom. That's not my stepmom. My daddy mom, that's my mom.
Wow, we hear it from our children. It matters. Support matters. It matters. So thank you, all mentors, teachers, everybody that's here that support our children and guide them. It matters. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. And it is ironic that I know Shaquanda's grandmother, Miss Sarah Ann. I love her. She has the best collard greens in the world. If you want some, just ask. I'm still waiting. She was cooking them she made me some for my wedding, and she's supposed to make me some more, so I'm still waiting, Miss Sarah Ann. Now we'll have something from Dr. Irving and Mr. Scott. They're going to introduce the Gateway Remarkable Graduates.
Good evening, everyone. And you will see that Mr. Oliver is with me because one of the things that we tend to do at Gateway, no one person should be indispensable. You make sure that someone else knows what you're doing for continuity. I listened to a young lady before me, and she contemplated dropping out of school. I want to say to you, we understand it. We work with it every day. It's a major decision for a young person to make when you're confronted with economic challenges, homelessness, no family support, and you have to make a decision. What do I do? Do I go out and earn to help the family, or do I add an additional burden to the family, sacrificing the next 2 years? This is something that the Gateway to College program handles every day. And that is why we are so proud to say, because of our experiences, because of the young people with whom we work, the Gateway to College program has become a family. We provide the support for these young people, and now today we can proudly say our young people in Gateway to College are changing the image of Camden City one student at a time. Many of you may not know, but last year, our Gateway to College received a national award for the highest graduation rate nationwide. And as I say, we are family. Mr. Oliver plays a very important role in the family. And I want to invite our two remarkable students to come forward, Brianna Faison and Joanna Abril. And if it's only one message that we have managed to leave with the students, are the strong and important words of Nelson Mandela. Press on, because it always seems impossible until it is done. I would invite Mr. Oliver to introduce the students.
Good evening. I'm very proud of the two students we have here today, for them overcoming great obstacles to earn their high school diploma, and I'm very, very proud and inspired by all the remarkable graduates this year. So congratulations. Brianna Faison always loved learning, even when she was the victim of racism and from her peers due to her skin color. While she felt she had very little support from school administration, she maintained her focus, trusting better things were on the horizon. Sadly, they weren't. Her family was displaced from their home, and she had to leave school. She came to Gateway, but bouts of homelessness followed. Her mom was very ill, out of work, and resources were limited. Nevertheless, Brianna maintained focus. We adjusted her schedule because her mother couldn't bring her back and forth each day and make it to doctor's appointments. Yet Brianna would not quit. Luckily, those better things she knew would appear on the horizon eventually did, as mother's health improved and she returned to work. Brianna continued to pursue her goal of graduation, now with some much-needed stability. We're very proud of her as she's going to graduate in 2 weeks. She'll be studying nursing at CCC beginning this fall. Brianna Faison.
I want to say thank you to Gateway staff, because if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have been here today. And everything that I went through with being with them, they really pushed me and to be able to graduate. And I want to say thank you to my mom and my family, but the biggest help was my mom, because with us going through everything we are going through now, and then she's still been able to graduate, her being able where she wanted to be in college, and she's been a big inspiration to me throughout the whole process.
Now I'd like to introduce to you Joanna Abril. Joanna was struck with homelessness in high school. She worked very hard beforehand to obtain the highest marks in order to pursue honors classes. Then Johanna's home was destroyed by a fire. All was lost save from a couple clothes and a smoke-stained mattress. The loss of possessions was heartbreaking for her and her family. The risk of losing credit for which she worked so hard and the fact that homelessness was tearing at her family was soul-shattering for her. For a time, her family was split over a few locations as they battled to find a home. This was a trying time for Joanna, for her family is her heart. The family luckily was reunited, but she was unable to return to her previous high school due to the location change. She searched for the best option and found Gateway. She performed exceptionally well and will graduate this year with her high school diploma and college credits. Joanna will continue at CCC in the fall, Camden County College, and in order to stay close to her family and major in business. Joanna Abril.
Good evening, and I want to say a special thank you to all the staff at Gateway. Without them, I could say I would not be here to talk to you guys. Unfortunately, my mom was not able to be here, and to be honest, I hope she don't hear me, but thanks God she's not here, and I have the best family that is all the Gateway staff that are here to see me. So they were here, and they always been here since everything. So I just want to say thank you to them.
Congratulations, students. Give yourselves all a round of applause. Because every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Persist, resist, never give up, and remember, storms make oaks take deeper roots. And winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. And 2017 Remarkable Grads, you did just that. You didn't give up, because failure was not an option. So congratulations and continue to persevere. Family, friends, teachers, give yourselves a round of applause for supporting these remarkable grads and students. This concludes our formal program, but I would like to leave you with my famous quote, good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Thank you. Have a good night. Woo!